Most relationships begin with excitement, attraction, and a sense of newness, but after some time, something starts to change. The same person who once made us feel alive now feels distant, boring, or even irritating. Why does this happen? Why do feelings fade? The real reason is that we don't truly understand love or the other person. In the beginning, everything feels fresh because we are not expecting anything. We are observing, listening, and open to each moment. But slowly, we start taking each other for granted. The mind starts repeating patterns. We stop seeing the other person as they are, and instead, we see only our image of them, which is created from past memories. This image becomes a barrier. It kills real connection. We think we know the other person fully, but in reality, we only know what we remember, and memory is dead. Love lives only in the present, not in memory. Every relationship suffers when it turns mechanical. We repeat the same words, same gestures, same complaints, same expectations. We stop growing together. There is no space left for new understanding. When there is no attention, no presence, no real communication, then naturally the spark fades. We might still live under one roof, but the emotional bridge between two hearts gets weaker. Love cannot survive in repetition. Love needs awareness, freshness, and freedom. It dies when it becomes a duty or a habit. Take an example from daily life. In the early days of a relationship, we notice everything: how she laughs, how she expresses joy, how her eyes move when she talks. But after some time, we stop noticing. We listen, but we don't hear her pain. We look, but we don't see her tiredness. We are there, but not really present. Maybe she wants to cry, but she smiles to avoid conflict. Maybe she feels unappreciated, but she hides it behind silence. Slowly, her emotions become invisible, and we wonder why the relationship feels empty. It is because we have become emotionally blind. The relationship didn't fail because of external reasons, but because we lost touch with the depth of each moment. To manage a love relationship wisely, we must first understand that the other person is not our possession. We don't own their thoughts, their body, or their time. They are a free being, changing every moment. So we must keep discovering them again and again. We must not hold them to past mistakes or label them based on our hurt. When we argue or feel disconnected, instead of reacting, we should observe, not just them, but also ourselves. What triggered the anger? Is it fear? Is it our ego being hurt? Most conflicts are not because of what the other person said, but because of our interpretations and inner wounds. A real relationship is not just about romance. It's about understanding the entire movement of the mind and heart. Sometimes, we need to sit in silence together without solving anything. Just being together without demands. A relationship grows deeper not when problems are solved, but when both people feel safe to be real, without masks. If she is in a low vibration, tired, anxious, or sad, don't force her to be happy. Don't say, "Why are you always like this?" Instead, sit quietly. Hold her hand. Be with her pain, without fixing it. That is love. To stay present with her storms, without judgment. And in those moments of silence, something magical can happen. When we don't rush to fix, argue, or escape, we begin to feel what the other person is truly going through. We begin to see their inner world, not through our thoughts, but through deep presence. This presence becomes the foundation of love. In presence, we drop our ego, our needs, our expectations. We stop saying, "You should be like this," or "Why don't you understand me?" And instead, we begin to ask, "What are you feeling right now? And how can I be with you in this moment without forcing anything?" In that space, love becomes alive again, not as a memory or routine, but as a living, breathing energy between two open hearts. The reason most relationships become low in energy or feel dead is because we stop feeling each other. We may live in the same house, eat together, and even sleep next to each other, but emotionally we might be miles apart. And it is this emotional distance that slowly eats the soul of a relationship. Just like a plant needs water, a relationship needs attention. Not just attention during festivals, birthdays, or problems, but daily attention, moment-to-moment care. This care is not about buying expensive gifts or planning fancy holidays. It's about small things, listening without distraction, saying thank you, holding her when she's quiet, respecting her space when she needs to be alone, and showing that her presence in your life matters deeply. Real love is not about controlling or changing the other person. It's about understanding them deeply. If she gets angry, instead of reacting with more anger, try to see the fear or hurt behind her words. If she is silent, instead of assuming the worst, gently ask if she is okay. But don't make her feel guilty for her moods. Everyone has emotional waves. Some days are sunny, some days are cloudy. Just like the sky, emotions pass when not resisted. But when we try to control, fix, or force cheerfulness, we create pressure. That pressure turns into distance. Over time, this builds resentment, and the relationship feels like a burden. One practical way to manage love wisely is through observation, not of the other person, but of our own reactions. When your partner says something that triggers you, pause. Don't speak immediately. Notice what's happening inside. Maybe it's insecurity. Maybe it's an old hurt from your childhood. Instead of throwing that pain at her, try to understand it first. When we respond from awareness rather than reaction, we create peace, not conflict. And peace is the ground where love grows. Relationships fail because we keep waiting for the other person to change. But we forget that understanding begins with us. If we understand ourselves deeply, we can understand the other without effort. Also, many people confuse love with excitement. When the initial excitement goes away, the thrill of new experiences, the sexual attraction, the freshness, we feel like something is missing. But excitement fades for everyone. What remains is companionship, support, depth, and spiritual connection. These things grow slowly. If we keep chasing excitement, we will keep changing partners, but still feel empty. Excitement is temporary. Love is timeless. Love is not loud. It is gentle, soft, and quiet. It is felt in the way we look at each other after a long day, the way we remember small things she said weeks ago, the way we are present, even in silence. Let's look at a real-life example. A man and woman have been together for 10 years. They started with great passion. They went out often, laughed, made love, and shared dreams. But slowly, work, children, stress, and responsibilities took over. The man came home tired and silent. The woman began to feel invisible. She would ask, "Do you still love me?" And he would reply, "Of course I do." But there was no presence in his voice, just words, no spark in his eyes, no listening in his silence. He thought love meant staying together and doing his duties, but she longed for emotional connection, not gifts, not expensive dinners, just presence. One evening she broke down and said, "You are here, but you're not with me." He didn't understand, but slowly he began to see. He started coming home a little early, sat beside her without the phone, asked how her day was, and listened without interrupting. Slowly, the distance between them started melting, not through big changes, but through small moments of attention. This is the secret. Relationships don't fail because of big fights or one-time betrayals. They fail slowly when we stop being fully present with each other. When we stop listening, stop feeling, stop being curious. Love needs a deep curiosity. Not a curiosity about facts, but a curiosity about feelings. Ask her what makes her smile these days. What is she afraid of right now? What is her dream that she hasn't shared yet? When you become curious, she feels seen again. And when she feels seen, the spark returns. Not the same old passion, but a deeper warmth, a soul-level connection. Also, it is important to be honest with yourself. If the relationship has truly died, if there is no more respect, no more willingness to understand, then staying together becomes a lie. Don't stay out of fear or comfort. But before you leave, Ask yourself, have you really tried to understand her beyond your needs? Have you listened without interrupting? Have you sat in her pain without offering solutions? If yes, and there is still no connection, then parting may be the kindest thing. But if there's even a small fire left, nurture it with presence and understanding. Now consider this. The other person is not here to complete you. If you feel lonely without her, that loneliness was already inside you. She did not create it. She only reflected it. Many relationships become toxic because we want the other person to fill our emptiness. But no one can do that. Only awareness can fill that space. When two people come together out of completeness, not out of need, not out of fear, then love becomes beautiful. It becomes sharing, not begging. It becomes dancing together, not pulling each other down. A low vibrational relationship is one where both people operate from fear, control, jealousy, and insecurity. To rise from that, one must first raise their own awareness. If she is constantly in pain, ask yourself, are you holding space for her healing or adding more pain? If you are in pain, ask, is she holding your heart with care or judging you constantly? Love is not about fixing each other, but helping each other see clearly. When both begin to heal themselves, the relationship naturally becomes high in energy, high in understanding. So remember, don't try to bring back the old days of your relationship. They are gone. Instead, create new moments. Ask her to join you for a walk, not to talk, but to be. Sit beside her under the stars, cook together, meditate in silence, cry together if needed, laugh without planning. Just be two souls exploring each other's presence. When you are fully present, you don't need to do much. Love happens on its own. But if you are lost in thoughts, expectations, and past hurts, then even the most beautiful person will feel boring to you.